Radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you, Rico. Top of the morning to you, Tucson. I thought you were going to keep going with it. Sorry. It is St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for tuning in to Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Yes, and if you're feeling Irish, then I wish you a well day.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I mean, I started off my night last night. Of course, I hosted the Tucson Roadrunners last night. It's my pre-Thanksgiving Day new tradition, apparently. And I do a little announcement before the game, and we promote what's coming up on the game, what people can buy, things like that. And they had, a food special, corned beef sliders and things like that. So I mentioned that. That's part of my gig. Mm-hmm. And then I brain farted. And I'm like, let's celebrate Irish Day together. I called it Irish Day.
Well, You're not technically wrong, so.
I guess. Not technically right either. Here, let me switch up the music here. Let's get in the flow here. There we go. I need to listen to a lot of Dropkick Murphys today. That's my St. Patrick's Day tradition.
Yeah.
Is there things that you do on St. Patrick's Day? Do you ever celebrate besides the normal, I'm going to get drunk and laid tradition?
Yeah.
What do you do on St. Patrick's Day?
I just go around and pinch people not wearing green, and then they get mad. It's like, you're not Irish. And I'm like, I got my 21andMe results back. I'm 2%.
Yeah.
I win.
Have you ever, are you wearing green today?
No.
You're not.
Actually,
Yeah.
let me check my underwear. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing green either. I totally forgot that. I know. That's all right, though. In a new survey, 38% of people said they do have lucky charms. Do you have any lucky charms? Anything that's like good luck for you that you keep on you?
Nothing but the literal Lucky Charms in my cupboard.
Okay. Well, 69% of those people believe that they do bring them good luck. So apparently 31% of the people have a lucky charm that doesn't work. So
Bummer.
Yeah.
Keep holding out. You never know. One of these days.
All right.
It'll pay off.
When it comes to St. Patrick's Day in Arizona, it's really just about drinking Guinness, green beer, and eating some corned beef, anything. But I came across a list of the rundown of each state's favorite traditional Irish dishes. Mm-hmm. And some of these things I've had for the very first time. So like last weekend, there was a St. Patrick's Day parade festival that we were promoting. And I went there, and the parish, who we know Travis from, made some Irish stew. And I had that for the very first time, and that was fire. Ooh. And then here's a couple things that people like to eat on St. Patrick's Day. Soda bread. You ever had some soda bread?
A long time ago, yeah.
The hell is that, man?
It's soda bread.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the description.
Somebody gave it to me and was like, this is soda
it.
bread. You've had it. I've had it. We can't explain what it is, but somebody call in and explain it.
No, I don't even want to hear it.
Hey, soda bread.
A corned beef hash, Irish coffee, shepherd's pie. I've had earlier this week. Guinness pie and apple cake.
What is Guinness pie then?
I don't know. Pie that you get drunk off of.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Keep it simple.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Normally, we'd have some kind of cool event to kind of push and promote, but, I guess we're still doing COVID-style promotions where we're a little slow on it next year. Next year, I think St. Patrick's Day is going to land on a Friday, if I'm not mistaken, and then we're going to rage. But till then, let's do like a nice, easy St. Patrick's Day where we eat a little bit, maybe have a Guinness at lunch, eat some more corned beef hash for dinner.
St. Patty's Day light.
Yes, do St. Patty's Day light.
Come on, son. There's no Mardi Gras light. There's no Cinco de Mayo light.
I know.
Give
all
me
right.
A full bang.
Fine. Let's get drunk by 8 a.m.
Let's do it.
Pass the Guinness.
All
right. We got a great show lined up for you today. At 7 a.m., you're listening for the cue to call in for Incubus. I'm going to tell you what time I'm going to play an Incubus song and what song I'm going to play to be caller number 10 to win tickets to see them August 22nd, Auction Pavilion. Also, we have tickets for Steve-O, who didn't call in yesterday. I wish he did. but he didn't. But yes, he'll be at the Rialto Theater. Plus, it's Thursday, so we'll do another edition of News for Noobs, and we have so much lined up. So let's get this party going. I got Morning Moron coming up after Five Finger Death Punch. Keep it right here all morning long. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
We're not allowed to play that Dropkick Murphy song?
That was a terrible transition, by the way. And yeah, we're not technically allowed to play that Dropkick Murphys.
Come on.
But I did it. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Rico.
You did it? I didn't hear it.
No, I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll play it again later.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you didn't hear it because I didn't have it in the stream.
You didn't.
On the Facebook page and, of course, on YouTube, youtube.com/beefvegan. And in studio, very special guest. It's been a minute, Kristin. Kristin for the Tucson Roadrunners. We're talking about the record amount of penalty minutes that the Tucson Roadrunners said are set last night as there were fights all night long. I said the spirit of the fighting Irish was within us last night. I said something a lot more clever when I was on the mic. Do you recall it? We'll think about it, and we'll talk about that next. Plus, a bunch of sports talk with Kristin as well. You can join us in the comments on the Facebook page and on YouTube as well. Be part of the show, and we'll talk sports ball next on Beef Vegan Presents after Foo Fighters. But first, here's the Pretty Reckless on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's go! All right, a bunch of ramble.
Ramble.
No, I said, what was I? I was proud of myself. I wanted to text you to humble brag, if you will.
The spirit of the fighting Irish is alive and well.
I said, I said tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, but the fighting Irish are alive and well with us tonight. Something like that. And
then he played Dropkick Murphys really loud and everybody got rowdy.
No.
That would have been perfect.
They missed the opportunity to do that.
Damn.
But it was a clever little line that I said during intermission. And, like I said, I was patting myself on the back. But, yeah, there were a record amount of fights last night. You said how many official glove-off fights?
6.
So imagine this. Now the season's almost over. The record is not well for either team. The Tucson Roadrunners or San Jose. They both have losing records, right?
We're both fighting for, we're in last place.
Right. So why the extra beef? Why did they hate each other so much to where they were literally scrapping and punch each other in the face all night long?
There were a couple cheap shots.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was basically just players having to answer the bell.
Right.
Like the first fight, the guy skated up and his teeth were all bloody. And so Tyson dropped gloves and laid the law down, and that was that.
I love this. So what you're seeing here on the stream is Kim, the PA announcer for the team, her Instagram page, a very lovely lady. And she shared this on her story last night. Check out this fight here. You're going to see, and I think we could hear it too. Well, that's her dog.
I was like, there's a dog in the fight? Oh, boy.
All right, check this out. This fight was gnarly. So gloves off. They're going at it.
Good right hook.
There's going to be a cheap shot in there as well.
Yes.
Over 100 minutes, 114 minutes in penalties just in one game. Yeah, get out of the way, ref.
I know. He's standing right there.
That's right. He'll move. You'll see this cheap shot. Look at that. Helmet's off. Just scrapping. And this is one of 6.
This was fight number
This was
5.
towards the end. Now, he kind of sold it. He didn't get hit in the face there. Did you see that? These guys are tough as shit, man.
Yeah.
Just taking blows to the face like it's their job, because it is.
Yeah.
But 6 fights. So if you're not familiar with hockey, the way that it works is, there's scraps and little scuffles all throughout the game. But when both players drop their gloves, that means it's go time, and the refs step back and let them duke it out.
Yep. And that also signals too that you're gonna catch a fighting major.
Okay.
Once the gloves are off. Yeah.
What's a fighting major? That's a major
That's
penalty.
the 5 minutes that everybody was serving last night.
Yeah. So how many players on our team got 5-minute penalties?
5 different players, because Tyson got 2.
Okay. Yeah, nice. It was just amazing. And, we did not do well as far as the score was concerned. So it wasn't one of those games. It seemed like every time I turned around, the crowd was roaring. And I'm just like, oh, this sounds like an exciting game. Like we're up 4-0, but we were down 4-0.
Yeah.
But then, just people, they love to see them some fights. So it was amazing.
Gotta give them something,
Hell yeah.
Like we're losing. Let's give them something to cheer about at least.
But for a Wednesday
Ow.
night, that was a really good crowd. And then the fights helped it out. So it sounded like a full building.
Yeah.
That first fight did get him going. Tyson came off or headed towards the box and tried to get the crowd riled up a little bit and then promptly turned and went to go sit for the intermission early.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was a great crowd too. And actually we sold some cheap seats. So thank you to anyone who's watching the podcast, whether you're watching live or for the replay, for joining us in the cheap seat section. Our next cheap seat game is this Friday. I was talking to Nick. I hear Anthony and Manny, they're going to be a part of it. So join us this Friday night. The keyword is emergency. You can get those half price tickets. We're going to be partying it up in the section. And then I think we're going out afterwards. We're hitting downtown and 4th, so I could be nice and hungover on Saturday. But
there we go.
Yeah, I've been responsible for too long, Kristin. I've been busy. I have not took the time to demolish the brain cells I need to demolish.
There we go.
Because I like to get rid of at least the excess brain cells every month.
Oh, good. Shed them.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
it, yep.
shedding. They stay new. The people ask me, how do I stay so young, so youthful? Not my appearance, but my mentality. And what it is I shed my mature brain cells
to leave the young ones that are going to come through?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll be saying bruh and dude into my 80s if I make it that far. Knock on wood. Because of my brain cell shedding. I encourage you to do it as well.
Oh boy. You're working Saturday's game by yourself.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Yaz is not doesn't have your back on this one.
That's all right.
You're on your own.
That's all right. I shine. I like working with Yaz, but when it's by myself, I'll step up to the occasion. I'll try not to say any verbal gaffes like Happy Irish Day. Because I almost said Saint Irish Day. This is, of course, on a live mic with the camera in my face.
Oh yeah.
It's fantastic.
Good times.
I know. Coming up this hour as well, we're going to be talking about the Browns needing an adult quarterback, so they definitely don't want to draft me. But Baker Mayfield is apparently so immature that Cleveland don't even want him. That's insane. Is there a Cleveland curse when it comes to quarterbacks? What say you, Kristin?
I don't know, because if I talk shit about the Browns, Bob's gonna kill me.
Oh,
Bob's an Ohio guy, and the Brownies are his people, and he's got the flag hanging in his office. Baker's he played in the Big 12 when I went to school, but they're not wrong.
Apparently, he's a massive man child. He sheds those brain cells. Shells. Shit.
Hey, at least you're walking proof of what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I live by what you think I'm just saying it for entertainment. No, I shed those brain cells.
Gone. I'm proving it.
Yes.
Walking reality show.
Oh, April 1st is the game that you're going to be doing. Okay. Yeah. All right. But still, you guys should still join us this Friday as well. That's going to be fun. Good morning, Linda. Join us here on Good Morning, Mike. I see you. Keep those comments flying in. We've been for March Madness and the brackets. I had Mac post a bunch of stuff on the KFMA page. I didn't have him. He's just doing it and kind of burying our stream because we noticed that the people who follow our page don't get notifications when we're going live. So I guess the best way to help us spread the awareness of the stream today, tomorrow, is just to comment as much as you can below. So if you have an opinion or a question or a statement or even an emoji you want to share, go ahead and throw that in there. Speaking of emojis, I don't know if you saw this, Kristin, or did I show you yesterday? I did show you my emo bracket.
I heard it in passing.
Okay. We're going to break that down here with you in a little bit. Are you a fan of emo music at all?
There's a few on here I can get behind. No.
All right. Well, I know you're a fan of brackets, so.
I did mine. Bob, don't kill me. I did mine yesterday. Well, I did 2 of them.
Hold that thought. We're on. Rock 102.1 KFMA and talking with Kristin for the Tucson Roadrunners. And of course, you can go to KFMA.com right now before the tip off of the NCAA tournament to fill out our bracket so you can win a $500 Visa gift card from Tucson Appliance Company. You just filled out your bracket yesterday, Kristin, you were saying?
So I filled out 2 because that's our max for our office one.
An office pool?
Office pool,
for
yep.
The office pool, is there like a buy-in? Is it like a 20? I don't think I've done.
No buy-in.
Okay.
But there is a gift card, or I can't remember what the prize is, but I did do one bracket during warm-ups and the other one during intermissions. Okay,
now how did you? I was talking to Kayla, a coworker of ours for the Roadrunners, and she picks basically off mascots. And I was sharing stats and facts about the bracket and how people pick it just the other day. And she's not alone. And a lot of people do pick the actual mascots and how they do that. And then there's people who also pick based off of team colors.
Yes.
You know, and what is more appealing in their team colors. It's a terrible strategy, but, you know, people do it. Yes. What was your system going in and picking all these teams?
So I had 2 different methods. One, I went kind of my actual bracket, and then the what's it called, the upset bracket.
Yeah,
if they're close in ranks, I do go by mascots or colors.
It's
kind of the tiebreaker. Like if it's an 8-9 matchup, it just goes. Or if it's like a Texas team, I think one of my brackets has Texas Tech going pretty far.
Yeah, well, of course, you're going to root for your home team. You're
Absolutely.
a Texas girl, for sure.
I think I had Texas Tech playing Arizona.
This is the most important question of the day. When you fill out this bracket, you fill it all the way through. I mean, how far do you see the Wildcats in your bracket, the Arizona Wildcats?
I think I have them going all the way in one, halfway, or 2/3 of the way in the other.
Boo. You see, you're not going to win one of these brackets because the Wildcats are going to go all the way in all brackets. You know,
I have that in my one bracket.
Yeah, but that's half-assed. You're only half committed to the Arizona Wildcats. You live in Tucson. I just have to throw
in the upsets. I love a good upset.
Well, everyone does for sure. And I guess the payday would be good. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good system. I don't know.
It's a gift card. I can't remember to where, though.
Yeah, still, it's not important.
It's bragging rights, which I did win fantasy football in our office.
Oh, so you want to win all the competition. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you get a trophy if you do win this. I'll tell you this here. Now, last night was a huge night for the Tucson Roadrunners in a way that they broke a record. And the way they broke a record was how many faces they were breaking. So last night, there were more fights on the ice than I've seen in my 6 years with the team. And I could be mistaken, but I feel like it was the most penalty minutes ever piled together for one game in the entire run of the Tucson Roadrunners. Do you think I'm wrong on that?
It could be. I'd have to ask. That's an Adrian question because his group runs all of the stats. Yeah.
Right. So with that, how many penalty minutes were there?
114 combined. So both teams, 114.
114. And how many times did they drop the gloves?
6 official glove drops.
Right. So
speaking of Adrian, let's see if this is him.
Okay, cool. And that's just a reminder that our next cheap seat game is this Friday, and the Tucson Roadrunners are going to face San Jose again this Friday
and
Saturday. So the fights that they just started is like rivalries going into the weekend. They're not going to stop kicking each other's ass legitimately and literally. So if you're a fan of hockey fun or you're a fan of chaos on the ice, for both of you, you got to join us this weekend to see these teams face off because they do not like each other. Why, though?
I don't know. I think we're both sitting at the bottom. I hate to say this one, but this is the team where the incident happened.
Okay, that's what it is.
So I don't know if that's the answer to the bell because they never actually handled that.
Right.
But this could have been. But I know the fights that were started or the gloves were dropped were because of hits in the actual game.
Right.
Because if you notice, Boko never dropped gloves.
No, he didn't. He's saving it for this weekend. I know it.
He instigated.
Yes, he
that mouth
did.
was running.
Yes,
but
he was. So we're going to
no
talk
gloves
more
from
about
him.
that. When we return, we're going to talk about the Browns and Baker Mayfield. Is this the end of their relationship? Is that coming up here soon? Also, some other sports news about Monday Night Football as they announce 2 new announcers going into the next season. All that more coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, the podcast broadcast. Just mentioning every little catchphrase and blah, 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 blah.
Happy Irish Day.
Happy Irish Day.
That's going to be the tagline all day.
You know, I'll swear to you that I'm not drunk, but I've been sounding drunk all day long because it's St. Patrick's Day. See, it's all part of the
Oh.
gimmick.
I have an
I'm doing it on
excuse.
purpose. It's
It's his
not
shtick.
because I shed brain cells or I didn't have that much sleep because I worked last night because the game went like an hour longer than it should have because all the penalty minutes and fights.
Yeah.
The thing is with these fights is that when they drop gloves, they stop the clock. And these fights can go on here they seem like forever, especially for the guys that are throwing down. But, 90 seconds to a couple minutes. I mean, that little video that we saw from Kim,
Mm-hmm.
that was a long fight.
They should have a promo. If the fight lasts longer than a minute and a half, you should get like a free taco or something.
Yeah. Look, we got people from all over
She
the
goes,
world
I
Oh,
saw
today.
that.
Yeah. So
In Mexico.
greetings, Roto Siller, from Monterrey, Mexico. Oh, shit. Schmonty is up in here, too. So Schmonty, Kristin, if you didn't know this, he's the reason why I'm working with the Tucson Roadrunners because
Oh.
Schmonty is the guy who brought me to Tucson.
Monte.
He hosted Schmonty in the morning. I was his co-host and producer. And when the Tucson Roadrunners announced that they were coming to town, he lobbied because he's a huge hockey fan and he's a great MC arena host. He lobbied to be the very first arena host, and he got his listeners all supporting him and bombarded then more marketing manager, game ops manager, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your title though, right? Game ops manager.
I actually got a promotion.
Oh shit. Don't be in here with all your fancy shit. Like, okay, what's your promotion?
So I'm now the director of game presentation.
Ooh, congratulations.
Where's your
Thanks.
sound effects? Come on.
I remember when you were a little person. Now you're
Right.
growing up. Director.
Director.
Yeah, right for my eyes. Well, anyways, Schmonty was the one who got the job first. He was the arena host. And then his wife got a very great job out in DC and he had to move across the country. And he basically passed the torch to me.
Nice.
And Mark took me on and said, you trusted Schmonty enough and, the rest is history. So
Love a good referral. That's how
Shout
most
out.
of my people are here where they are.
for real. No, I
Referrals.
mean, honestly, Schmonty is the guy that just has hired me for everything. He's the first person to actually take me seriously.
Well, thanks, Monty.
With
We
laughs
love
like
him.
that. Yeah. I'm sending him an invite right now. I'm trying to get him on the stream.
The origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Over under on teeth knocked out.
Little beef.
Yeah. What's the over under on teeth knocked
I
out?
know Cam's teeth or the top row are a little sore today. I don't think they got knocked out, but they were bloody. That was that first cross check to the mouth. But I don't think there were any teeth lost that I could tell.
In all seriousness, too, I was going to question like the benefits these players get. Is dental plans like a huge
Yeah.
thing they
A
talk
lot
about?
of them don't take it or use them
Wow.
until they
Well, of
retire.
course. Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
if you look at Andrew Nielsen, who was scratched last night, so he's 46,
Uh-huh.
jersey number 46.
Uh-huh.
I think he's missing either the 2 front or all 4 front.
Okay. I'm going to.
And
just wait it out
rocks
till you're
it.
gone, because if you get a replacement, get those knocked
Mhm.
out too, you're like,
Yep. Some will wear a flipper, but it's
Right.
uncomfortable, so they just off they go until it starts doing permanent damage, and they have to get them replaced.
that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pulling up images for Andrew right now to see if I can't get a smile from him.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
But that's the thing.
I wonder
And
if I
that
can
makes
take
sense.
it.
It's like, look, I'm going to be playing hockey professionally here for the next, hopefully 15 years.
absolutely.
And then after I'm done, then I'm going to get all falsies.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to care about it. So knock these out.
I just want to see the dentist joke, like, what are you, some kind of hockey player or something? And you're like, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fix
Oh,
me.
I looked him up on Instagram. He doesn't have any that he's smiling. What the heck?
I wonder why.
If you're missing teeth,
Oh, he
you
has
know-
his flip. He has a flipper,
Oh, okay.
but he does not wear it often around
Let's take
here.
him down to Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, here's.
Yeah, see,
here's-
he's not smiling in any of these.
Don't
Yeah.
blame him.
You don't?
No. Why would
I
you want to
would
show
show
off
it
your
off.
gums? Flapping your gums.
Here, well, you can't see this one too much, but yeah.
Yeah, he for sure. I think it's all 4 on the top row.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that, I mean, being a professional athlete is game at the bars on university for sure. But I wonder if
here.
it's detrimental to not have teeth to some of these U of A girls. You know?
They got cauliflower ear with the guys that do MMA, and
Right.
hockey guys have missing teeth.
That's true.
It's just like different.
All right. And let me ask you this, Kristin.
Okay.
You know, as a single woman,
Yes.
would you be more likely to date a guy with cauliflower ear or date a guy with no teeth? Now, you're in the hockey industry, so
Both.
no, you can't go for both. I'm giving a hypothetical, one or the other. So, which one would you more likely date? Somebody with missing teeth or somebody with cauliflower ear?
I'm going to go missing teeth. Cauliflower ear, they can't hear. I already talk loud enough as it is.
Oh, okay.
And cauliflower ear is not something you can fix.
That's true.
Teeth you can fix.
Right. Yeah, they haven't figured out how to just like replace false ears.
Yeah. And there's a good story with the missing teeth. Cauliflower ear is like, I just got punched in the side of the head repetitively.
Yeah.
Teeth is like, I took a stick or is a fight. There's some cool story.
Well, there's cool stories by getting cauliflower ears, you know. I mean, you could say, you know, I was
Choked out.
I was half
90
naked
dudes.
wrestling dudes for
Right.
half my life.
I was
Just
punching that
sounds
guy's
weird.
face over and
I
over.
enjoy wrestling dudes.
I enjoy
just don't.
wrestling dudes.
I think I'm going to go missing teeth.
Okay, that's a good answer, especially again being in hockey.
Yeah, she's a hockey gal.
Yeah. So here's the headline: The Browns and Baker Mayfield are breaking up because the team wants "quote unquote" an adult at quarterback. This is the same bullshit that they're giving Kyler Murray with the Arizona Cardinals, unfortunately. But there are players defending Kyler, and rightfully so, being like, "Hey, dude's only 25 years old.
Uh-huh.
He's maturing every single day. He's getting there. Like, give him an opportunity to continue to become an adult." Who's really mature at 25 years old? You know? Yeah, right? I mean, I don't know. You just imagine 25-year-old me.
Yikes.
I'm not mature as a 42-year-old. So
Yikes.
I know.
I would if I had a wasted time travel opportunity, I think I'd waste it on you. just to see you
If you
at
got
25.
time travel
Yeah.
opportunities.
Are
There
you
we
sure you
go.
don't want to go back to see Rome being built? The pyramid? Like, no. I got to see beef at 25.
Beef at 25.
See how it
Well,
was.
Beef at 25 didn't have a beard and no chin, so that's one thing. I had my daughter on the way.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it was not a good time. It was not a good time. Having my daughter was a good time, but yeah, it was a dark period. It was just after I got done DJing, being a DJ, like resident DJ.
Mhm.
And I was a resident DJ for a bar and a club called Last Call for a couple years. And so my life was legitimately literally to get drunk and throw parties, right? So they would feed me free drinks and I would be playing the music
Oh,
and get
yeah.
on the microphone and running contests and doing games and everything that I'm still doing today. Actually, but with less boobs. And when I was 25 years old, that was my year of sobriety. I was partying hard for about a decade, right? Since I was like 15, and having a great time doing it. And then when the girl I got pregnant, I decided to stop drinking just to kind of do a detox. And I didn't touch a drink for over a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't because I felt like an alcoholic. Bad things didn't happen to me when I was drunk. In fact, people would just give me money. You know, like this is how I made a living. I made more money getting drunk than I have in radio
That's
in any given
wild.
year.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Right.
I would make $500 to $1,000 to get drunk, and they would give me the drinks for free. And they're just like, here, have another one. You're wild.
Your
This is a good
energy.
time. Yeah. Like I was that guy. I was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
professional alcoholic.
Jeez.
And I did this, and I took my job very seriously. I even on my days off, I practiced by going out to the bars and getting free drinks there. And here's another thing with this. I mean, I don't know how I spent all this money because I did, but I didn't have to because I would not only get free drinks at my bar, but I would get free drinks at every other bar I went to in the area because I was in the industry.
Mhm.
And people knew who I was. And so they would load me up as well, get free shots or whatever. So it was a 7-night-a-week thing. And yeah, I was just burnt at that point. So when my girl got pregnant, I took it as the perfect opportunity to be like, I'm just done with this right now. I need to hit the reset on myself and, start working hard and refocus. And that's what I did. I didn't really get anything out of it. I maybe got a couple more years on my life, and my liver probably thanks me for that.
There you go.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like I turned around and, became a successful entrepreneur or anything like that. I was broke for the next 10 years.
It's just crazy here the cool down period coming at 25.
Right. I had to, though. I mean, but it was good.
Well, yeah, you did it for the right reasons.
The problem is, though, I had more good times that I forgot than I remembered.
Yeah.
Like, I wish if there was one thing I could get back, it's all my blackout memory.
You imagine?
Oh, gosh.
I've had that fantasy sometimes, thinking about if I had all the money I spent on partying like in the last 10 years, how much richer I would be in capital, And we're like, that's how many thousands of dollars.
Right.
But then you're like, whatever, all the experiences and friends along the way, blah blah blah.
Yeah. The only blackout memory that I choose not to remember is the time I took a picture of my balls in front of Kristin on my birthday party.
Oh
yeah. So
Yes.
That whole
I
thing.
forgot about that.
The
That's good.
Batwing.
You blacked that out. All right.
I blacked that out.
Let's talk about Baker Mayfield. We're on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Justin Spears is on location covering the NCAA tournament, but I have a sports expert who is more of a sports expert, and that's Kristin from the Tucson Roadrunners. She knows her stuff, and there's a couple sports stories that I want to share with you guys. First, the one that you're most excited about, is the new announcement of the Monday Night Football team. Yes. Now, they just announced that Troy Aikman and Joe Buck have left Fox Sports for ESPN's Monday Night Football.
Whew.
Now, you're excited about this, Kristin. Why?
No offense to these two, I'm not a fan of Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. That's a tough game to watch. And those are prime teams on Monday nights with two of the most obnoxious.
You think they're obnoxious? You don't like Chris Collinsworth?
I
never had a
he's
problem.
the worst.
They're milquetoast.
Why is he the worst?
I don't know. His voice just, I don't know. It grinds my gear.
So he's been on too long, basically.
Pretty much.
That's what it is.
And some of the stuff he says, it's like, are you sure?
Okay.
He's just not, I'm not a fan.
All right.
But
I know a lot of people do hate on Joe Buck a lot.
I'm not a big fan of Joe Buck, but I'd take him over Chris Collinsworth.
He's the Nickelback of announcers.
You think so?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people do say that. And that's insane.
I'd never heard that.
Right. But yeah, people hate Joe Buck. But he got this because people love Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
When Troy Aikman, and here's a fun fact, and this actually surprised me because time flies. It seems like just yesterday they started as an announcing duo, but this is actually their 21st season in the booth together.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is crazy.
I grew up watching Troy play football.
Right. In the 90s with the Dynasty Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't seem like that long ago that he retired and started broadcasting, but he retired and almost immediately started broadcasting.
Yeah.
And him and Joe Buck have been partners ever since, and they still love each other. So that's amazing. Now, this ties a record of them being together in the booth. It was a record set by Pat Summerall and John Madden.
I loved them.
I miss that duo.
That was a good duo.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's like the duo to beat. There's not a duo, not a better duo.
You'll never have that again. Either the Madden commentary.
Name a better one. You can't.
You can't. I will say this, though. I don't know if they're going to be able, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are going to be able to stay together for much longer because I think there's trouble on the horizon. And the reason why is because of money.
As I say, they're expensive.
They are expensive. Sources have reported that Troy Aikman is about to make $92.5 million over 5 years.
Oh, my God.
For this. Yes. Oh, man.
Did he ever make that in football?
No.
Probably not. Yeah,
no, because it was the 90s.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So he's made more money post-football than he did during his football run, but still, the guy's got more money than he knows what to do with.
Like Jay-Z.
Yeah, Joe Buck is getting $60 million to $75 million. So,
but
what?
He also does baseball and the World Series and all that. So if you put those together, he's making more than Troy. Has to be.
Damn it. Well, I'm just
has to
double
be, right?
the work.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be getting $60 million to announce baseball. and he still does it for love. But why even do baseball if you're going to get $60 to $75 million to work one night a week, right?
I don't know, unless
For
he
the
just
love.
loves work.
For the love,
For the love, beef.
Doubtful though.
With $75 million, you could find a lot of love. And you
You
could
know who
love
I
the
else-
vacation.
Yeah.
Who else I do like?
Who?
A duo, and I can't remember who his partner is. Tony Romo on CBS.
Yeah, no, Tony
Oh.
Romo is the new Troy Aikman in a way that
Absolutely, but he's better.
he is better because he can predict what's happening and
And
he
he
has
kind of
insight.
explains it for dummies.
Right. That's why I
Dummy.
understand him so well.
They, yeah.
All right, we got more with
Exactly.
Kristin on the podcast broadcast. You can join us on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page or youtube.com/BeefVegan. More Beef Vegan Presents coming up next on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Who is his partner?
You notice how I bring up my octaves and I lower it?
Oh, absolutely. It goes on a roller coaster. It's
Uh-huh.
a good time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, KFMA. And this is how to
See,
keep
you should
people's
have
attention.
the announcer job.
This is
You're
what's
way
pissing
better
me-
than Joe Buck.
Well, thank you. This is what pisses me off about reading these stories because there's so much money, and I'm like, I am so broke. I am
I
so
know.
paycheck to
Please,
paycheck.
But he's
I have
so
love.
Troy's reinvested most of that into a new beer.
Smart.
What beer though?
Uh,
Is it smart? I don't think that's the best investment.
they just did a big tour through Texas. They were down in San Antonio and Austin launching it. Something 8.
Something ain't.
I was going to
Something
say
eight.
something like
I'm
Well,
gonna
like
have to
his
go look.
his number
Buck.
was 8.
That was,
Buck
yeah, that was
Bucks.
his number.
Bucks.
All right, so
Joe Buck truck.
here's the deal with Troy Aikman. This is actually surprising because this deal just doubled his net worth. He had a net worth of $65 million during his 12-year NFL career. His salary before that was around $17 million. So him signing this deal for $90 million, $92 million to be precise, for 5 years
Good
has
God.
over doubled his net worth. So now he's going to
Jeez.
be in the ballpark of 150 million, give or take 20 million.
That's a lot of money.
It's called 8. Clever, right?
It's called 8.
It's called 8. And
Mm.
apparently it's like the competition to Michelob. Like 90 calories,
As long as
no
he
sugar.
announces the commercial all cheesy with his voice. Low calorie. No
Let's
carbs.
No, he'll let Joe Buck and he'll cover the difference in their salary.
Yeah.
How many calories is it? 80?
90.
See, they miss
Seltzer amount.
I know they didn't hit the 8s.
exactly.
Because it's
Should've.
only 4% alcohol, not 8.
Exactly. Give me a
Ah.
beer that's 8 calories and then call it 8. And then
Right.
now Troy Aikman will be a billionaire. But
Yep.
He could have done 88 calories because that was his favorite receiver.
yes, Michael Irvin. Yeah, but if he had named it 8 and had 88 calories, they probably have to throw a little cocaine in there for Michael Irvin as well.
Oh,
No, you drink 8 and then have to go to jail after you fight a cop for being so drunk.
Oh yeah,
That could work too.
I think that was more
I love it.
Dion, but let's see.
and now he's coaching.
Yeah, Collinsworth and
Colin.
Michaels do Sunday Night Football now. That's right, George.
Now here's a guy.
All right. Dale says back in the day, Charles Barkley did an interview saying his mom had him too early because the new players get way more money than he does. Yep.
But
They're
he
getting-
makes quite a bit on TNT.
yeah, he does okay.
That show's funny.
Yes.
The
He's-
hockey version's getting funnier too.
Oh, who's on the hockey version?
So the hockey version TNT is Paul Bissonnette from the
Okay.
Coyotes,
Mhm.
Wayne Gretzky,
From the Coyotes.
Anson Carter, and Rick Tocchet from the Coyotes, former Coyotes
Oh,
coach.
okay.
Well,
That's a fun group.
how is the
Hmm.
Coyotes? They're so good at having broadcasting people, but not great in establishing championships.
Gotta
and
compensate somewhere,
whatnot.
man.
You can't answer that. That's fine.
Pick personalities. They had good personalities.
It's
Mhm.
true.
It matters so much. I'm thinking of,
Absolutely.
like good personality, good commentary.
And how much they love
Chummy.
social media.
Mhm.
Paul
Mm.
Bissonnette loves it.
Is he the guy? I think he went viral a few years back. He was
He's
like
been
really
viral
funny.
several
Yeah, I
times.
like that guy a lot.
He's attached with the brand Pink Whitney,
Okay.
the vodka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the
Yeah, he's
Coyotes
funny.
did find a temporary home. It is temporary,
Yes, very
Um,
temporary.
but they are going to be performing at what is it officially called? The ASU Sports Stadium thing?
I think something like that.
Okay.
It's a sports complex or
Recreation.
something.
Yeah, and again, from what I recall from the initial story, this is very complicated, and they're set to lose some money doing this
Yes.
because they're going from a 20,000 or 10,000 seat arena in Glendale to half capacity, so 5,000 seat arena. And then since the NHL has a rule that you have to be at least 10,000 capacity or receive a fine. And the fine's like $10 million that they're going to have to do while they await their arena to be built. And is it in the process of being built?
I don't think they've broken ground yet, but I know that from what I understand, it's in the works.
I'll say this, though. Putting the Coyotes on the east side of Phoenix is a good idea for the long-term success financially and ticket sales.
Yeah.
East side people like hockey a lot more than west side people. I know this. I grew up on the west side. Nobody even, unless they were a transplant, didn't care, right? So them putting the Coyotes in Glendale was questionable at first, but what Glendale did to the Coyotes is just fucking dirty and just bad business. And what they continue to do, they're literally their worst enemy. The city council of Glendale, not only when it comes to professional hockey, but for professional football and for anything that comes to that multi-million-dollar complex, which is a Cardinal Stadium and Westgate. So screw them. And it makes me mad because that's my hometown.
Yeah.
I grew up there. I wanted it to thrive. I was excited about the possibilities of it being such a great thing. And they're shooting their, what is this thing?
Shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot to spite something. I don't know. They're assholes.
Cutting off their foot to spite their nose.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But okay, so with the Coyotes going to ASU and doing a full season there, I'm very optimistic and hopeful.
I think they're doing a couple seasons there.
A couple seasons there as it gets built.
2 or 3.
Well, I would suggest to them then saying, hey, an hour and a half down the road, you got another 5,000 seat arena that's not as state of the art as the ASU one. But you can come down here and play some games too, bras. That's what I would suggest to him. So I don't know who I email to say, brah.
Brah.
He shut a few brain cells.
Yeah. Hey,
or he's
brah.
preparing for tonight.
Play in Tucson, brah. We have an arena too, brah. And, we like hockey. We do pretty well in the AHL. We're Tucson Roadrunners. We'll continue to do both. We're going to do a Coyotes
and our fans do travel up there for Coyotes games. Every time I've gone up to Glendale for a Coyotes game, I always see Roadrunners jerseys.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Cut off your nose to spite your face.
Spite. Thank you, Dale.
Spite.
Yeah, thank you.
I was close.
Yeah, and then Todd as well. So you guys are right.
Todd.
This is the best way to get comments is just say things incorrectly.
Exactly.
And then
There
have
you
people.
go. You're welcome.
No, you're wrong.
I got let's see other headlines here that we didn't catch or cover here. Our Ragmag news looks like Ellen DeGeneres show will end on May 26th.
Thank God.
Yep, after 19 seasons. Were you a fan of Ellen, Kristin?
Early on, when she did the Ellen DeGeneres show, like when it first started, where it's gotten now, not so much.
Right.
But she also has like guest hosts, so she's very rarely on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she's on her way out, and then they know that.
But it's been like that for the last 3 to 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Like she go days off or a vacation or something, and like her DJ will host, which I like him. So I'm sad that it's ending because he was on that show and he's cool, but
he'll get something else.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I missed an opportunity to go on that show as a crowd member.
Yeah,
because I love how they make everybody dance no matter how depressed they are.
Yeah,
like just
they
do
do.
it. And then I want to be the guy the cameraman zooms in on, just standing still, staring.
I did like the dance moves down the stairs through the crowd.
Yes.
Like, oh,
That's cool.
Ellen. And then you hear about how Ellen is in real life, and you're like, oh.
Her show Ellen Games though is funny.
Ellen
Yes.
Games?
Ellen
Yes.
Games. So from a game ops standpoint, if you ask a lot of game ops people, they steal ideas from that show.
Yeah.
Their budget's so big and way
Wow.
out of proportion, but stealing ideas from that show and Minute to Win It
Yeah.
are fan favorites
play
of a
smart.
game ops person.
Nice.
Okay, I got a minute 90. I don't think I'm going to tell this story on the air, so I'm going to share it with you now. You guys ready to cringe?
Yes.
Okay, so there is a 45-year-old woman in Tunisia who recently showed up at the ER, and doctors thought she had a urinary tract infection. It happens. But it was actually something much more serious.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because when they gave her a scan to see what the deal is, they found something very odd. They found
Are we ready?
a shot glass lodged inside her bladder.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A shot glass lodged inside her bladder. It had been there for 4 years. Now I have a photo I'm going to show you.
That's a
of
whole
the shot.
college education.
Look at that.
Oh,
What?
Now you see the thing that's around it that looks like it's in an egg.
Calcified?
It's calcified. It's legitimately calcified. So the photo of the thing after they removed it, the glass didn't even break.
God.
The whole thing was intact
but
except
it
for
chipped
one
up
little
there at
chip.
the top.
Just
Ouch.
a little chip. Yeah. Now, how did it get there? She eventually admitted that she used it in the bedroom.
Oh no.
Yeah, she won't get into like how she managed to get it inside her bladder, but it obviously took some effort, right? And the
Scientists
glass,
are like, how?
I know. And the glass was encased in a 3-inch wide bladder stone that formed around it. And that's what you're seeing.
Did they cut it
I have
out?
so many questions.
Oh,
So that's a story just for
they
the podcast.
should have made it exit the way it entered.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Be Vegan Presents. I'm just showing a picture and a crazy story on the podcast stream that I can't really say on the air, but yes, it's a shot glass covered in 3-inch bladder stone. So there you have it.
Ouch.
There's a
more you
mystery
know.
out there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hard
I
pass.
do want to share one more quick story here before we take a small break and be back with the beef tip. There's a new health trend that fitness influencers are claiming can slow down the aging process, right?
What?
Yes. Don't do this. And
Oh.
don't take health advice from anyone that claims to be an influencer of
Oh.
anything. Financial influencer, fitness influencer, anything influencer is 100% BS and it's going to get you killed. I'll give you an example. These fitness influencers are saying that drinking a chemical used to clean fish tanks will slow down the aging process. I say it'll damn near stop it in its tracks because you'll die. It's called methylene blue and it's bright blue in color. And people are posting photos to show off their blue tongues after they drink it. Keep an eye on your kids' tongues. Make sure they're not blue. All right.
That's the first place it's going to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All
and
these trends, that's where it starts.
it's going to start on TikTok. Yeah. Experts say there's no evidence that this is true, obviously, and that it could actually kill you if you drink too much of it. Plus, it's tank cleaner, stupid. All right. So there's lots of other chemicals mixed in, like
Maybe
trace
that's what they're
amounts.
trying to clean out. Their
Right.
tank.
The gene pool.
Yeah.
That
Well,
too.
that is funny because there's a company that does sell it in pill form and it claims that it's perfectly safe as long as you're careful about the dose. But they do claim that they say that drinking tank cleaner is nuts. And they say that anyone who does it should win a Darwin Award, meaning, yeah, you should die, dummy. So do not fall for any fitness influencer selling new fish tank cleaner to take to keep you forever young. I'm surprised I have to say that out loud. I'm just like,
I'm not surprised at all anymore.
Neither
the things
am I.
we have to say.
it's
The things I see on
Ay, ay, ay.
TikTok, I'm not shocked.
Exactly.
Not shocked.
All right, let's hit the reset. We'll be back with your beef tip right after this. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so yeah, that's a legit thing. They said if you started drinking the tank cleaner, it's easy to ingest a toxic amount.
I'm a
That's-
fan of this. I like it. It's like, yeah, just
Oh,
get the dummies off the world. Get them
Mm.
out.
no, thank you.
Get them out.
I do follow some fitness influencers. There we go. Just for like new workout things because mine gets boring.
Yeah,
But that's it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
catch
that's
me.
fine.
I'm not going to
taking
ingest random
Smurf-
chemicals.
Smurf
Smurf.
killer.
yeah, right. And then I don't understand how it could be in a situation where like keep you young and forever and be like, oh shit, the fountain of youth has been in this fish cleaning,
Right.
fish
No
tank cleaner
chance.
thing.
Whoa.
Just use moisturizer.
Drink more water.
Golly.
You know,
Hydrate.
the story that we did about the bladder stone, that was a cringeworthy story for
Yeah.
sure. But that
Gross.
wasn't the first cringe story that we did this morning. Our morning moron was an evil dentist. It's a crazy story.
I already
And
hate
it's-
the dentist.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hate this guy even
Oh.
worse. He made something along the lines of like millions of dollars by doing this to his patients. I'll explain in this clip from Morning Moron from earlier. Check it out. KFMA, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's 6:12, the time for your Morning Moron. Let's do this. This is a first in Morning Moron territory. This is an evil dentist. We've all had bad dental experiences at one point in our life. I'm assuming. I know I have had a terrible dental experience when I had my wisdom tooth removed in Mexico.
Oh, I can relate to that one.
I didn't even have a dentist do that. I had nurses do it. I'm like, where's the dentist? Like, he's out. He was on vacation. But 3 nurses attempted to do it. Well, anyways, there's a
Crowbar.
dentist in Wisconsin, your old home territory, who's now facing up to 20 years in prison. And the reason why is because he had a devious plot to make more money. And
Devious.
Yes, extremely devious. What he was doing, he was cracking his patient's teeth on purpose so he could charge him more money.
What?
Even just reading this and thinking about it makes me cringe.
It's a Batman villain.
It's a Batman. The dentist is an excellent Batman villain for sure. His name is Scott. He's 61 years old and he's a dick. It turns out he's been doing this for years. A terrible dentist. I mean, you know what? Part of the blame is on the patients of this dentist.
Yeah. Well,
like, say if he did this to 3 people in the family, then maybe, just maybe you connect the dots and say, okay, this is this guy's fault. It's not that fragile teeth runs in our family.
not even that. Go to Yelp.
Yeah.
Look at all the bad reviews. Like, yeah, my tooth is cracked. My tooth is cracked. My tooth is cracked.
Yeah.
There's a trend here.
There's never a better description of a service than Yelp is what you're doing when your teeth gets cracked. So, like, to complain about dentists, I think that's what Yelp was invented for.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. All right. So it turns out he's been doing this for years and he wasn't caught until he sold his practice in 2019. The new owners were looking through his records and things didn't add up. The average dentist in Wisconsin does about 6 crowns for every 100 patients they see. Scott, he was averaging 32 crowns per 100. So he was quadrupling.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, man. This guy figured it out. So he'd lie and claim that the x-ray showed a crack in the tooth, and then he'd use a drill to actually crack it. Gosh. I hate reading this.
I don't like this.
When was the last time you've been to the dentist, Rico?
Like 6 months ago.
Oh, wow. Mine was like 16 years ago. I feel like my teeth are going to fall out reading this story. Anyways, he billed more than $4.2 million between 2016 and 2019, and that's just for installing crowns. So It was a racket that was very lucrative. It's not clear how long he'd been doing it, but the dude was rich as hell. So figure it out.
I'm glad they cracked the case.
Get out of here with that. I'm used to cheesy puns on Power Days. What are you doing? You're taking his gimmick. Anyways, his license to practice got suspended last year, and almost 100 former patients are suing him now. A jury convicted him just last week on 5 counts of fraud. So that's the good news in this story, is that this douche nozzle is going to jail possibly, or at least paying a hefty fine. And I'll show a picture of the dentist in question on this podcast broadcast stream later on. So, lying to your patients and cracking teeth on purpose.
Lying through his teeth.
All right. No more puns for you.
All right.
Mike's
I couldn't
over.
help it. It's so
All
easy.
Right. That was your morning moron. It was too early for all those puns, but Rico killing the pun game this morning.
Somebody's got to be on their game.
Exactly.
Oh,
Coming for you, Powers.
That hurts.
Like, I'm not on mine. You had a late night. Thanks to the guys.
Beef is self-proclaimed. My brain cells are gone.
No, I
He
do it
sheds
on
them.
purpose.
Shed them.
Kristin did have a good point while watching that clip, though, and that's the dentist didn't even have good teeth. So that should be a red flag. If your dentist doesn't have good teeth, then you should see another dentist, right? Because if they can't even take care of themselves.
Because do you want your teeth to look like his?
Right.
No.
I know. Have you ever had braces?
I did.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Braces.
What about you, Rico? Yeah.
As a kid, yeah, my bottom row, I guess my parents neglected. They're like, nah, we'll get those later. Now I have like a jacked up bottom row.
Nobody cares about the bottom row. It's
Yeah,
all
they-
about that top row, bro.
guess. Yeah.
Well, then humble brag, I never had braces.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what's
Mm.
great and what was mind blowing? When I had my daughter, when she was like 2 or 3, before all her baby teeth fell out, the dentist was like, yeah, she's not going to need braces.
Wow.
So congratulations. Yeah, they were able to tell that. And so genetically, we have a pretty decent smile. And that's the only thing genetically going for me.
That's
a
huge.
blessing.
That's huge.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's
thanks.
awesome.
I don't know. I mean, I would trade
Congrats.
in a snaggletooth for some other things, to be honest with you. A better metabolism, maybe. I don't know. But a
new
couple
liver.
more inches on my height or elsewhere, I'll take that too. And then give me the fucked up teeth. But, but no, I got a good smile. So that's cool. Kristin, it's always fun having you in here.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. So we still have a few more minutes. We get into the beef tip. There is something I want to show you guys that will make your day. Now, of course, it's St. Patrick's Day, but this has little to do with that. But I just saw this picture that is just such a feel-good picture. And I'll show you right now. Okay, I found this on Facebook. My friend posted this. This is Mr. Rogers wearing a Bob Ross t-shirt, chilling with Steve Irwin in front of a rainbow.
Oh, that's all the best things in the world right there.
Yeah, look at him too. Good vibes only. Just
Look
chilling.
at his smile, though.
Yeah.
Like,
So Evan posted this, my buddy Evan, and this is the image of the day right here. I'm sharing this on my Beef Vegan page, so I'm stealing his shine.
we love this.
Boom. No caption necessary.
Just
It's done.
vibes.
Yeah, just vibes.
Vibes only.
Yeah, he posted this a week ago. Shit. All right.
That's what you see when you get to heaven. They're just like, "What's up?
I better.
What's up, dude?
If this isn't what's waiting, I don't want it.
Like,
Right.
right this way, crocky."
At least have the poster of that
At
when
least,
Right.
you enter.
at least,
Yeah, in front of a rainbow. Good vibes only.
right?
Yep. So I just
Wow.
want to share that image with you guys. Hopefully that makes for a good
Beautiful.
St. Patrick's Day. Real quick, all the streamers out there, are you doing anything for St. Patrick's Day? Are you going out for St. Patrick's Day? Are you going to try to get some Irish grub? I
Are
had
you
corned
wearing-
beef last night. Those
No.
corned beef sliders.
No.
No, you don't like those?
No. That
They-
did not look.
No, it was bomb.
Was it?
Yes.
Who
They-
ended up eating those?
I did.
You did? Oh.
I did. Me.
I shared a couple bites with Yaz, but she ate most of the potatoes.
Okay,
But
there we go.
it was great. Those corned beef sliders. I don't eat corned beef often, but
Except on
I
March
guess
17th.
when they make it more, and that's what they do for St. Patrick's Day. And the TCC, man, surprises me with their grub. Like when they had a Taco Tuesday night, they
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up by running out of tacos before the game even
They
started.
didn't run out. They just didn't cook enough, and they took a little longer to cook
Yeah.
because they ended up resupplying. It just took a little longer.
Well, they end up being some of the best tacos I ever had. And I've been living in Tucson for over 6 years, the home of best tacos in the world. So they do these things when they make specialty food, it actually turns out to be really good, not just like arena concession food. And those sliders and potatoes, those were good. And I know you're not a fan of corned
No.
beef. What about corny beef? Because you got them right here. Huh?
Oh my.
He's trying.
God.
He tried. Was it A for effort?
I'm leaving early.
He said bye.
Oh, shut up, Rico. Here's listen to this story
That's
real
all it
quick.
took.
Listen to this story.
I had accidentally got the address wrong. The address became the house right next door. In the bedroom, the bed was made and ready to go, and there were 2 clean folded towels on the bed waiting for me.
That was a guy who mistakenly stayed next door to the Airbnb that he rented. So he was going to an Airbnb. He was a guest at a wedding, and that's what happened. I only have about 15 seconds before we get on the air for a beef tip,
Oh,
but
snap.
there's more audio of this guy saying the homeowner knocked on the door and politely was like, "What are you doing here?"
Who are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
So let that be a lesson for you. Let's get on the air here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. I want to leave you with a beef tip, and there was audio I wanted to play too, but that's for a totally different thing. So I'm kind of mad at myself. So I'm just going to beat myself up for a moment, and then I'm going to give you a beef tip. How many steps a day do you think you need to take to be a healthy person, Kristin?
from what they tell us, 10,000.
Well, they were telling us a myth. That is.
Oh, that's rude.
Yes. According to new research, it suggests that the goal of hitting 10,000 steps a day is 100% shenanigans. Happy St. Patrick's Day. There is a number of steps to target, and it's much less. They say getting 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day reduces the risk of early death by 54%. So you could be overstepping. All right. So for
Dang.
all you go-getters out there, slow it down, son. That's my
Oh.
beef tip. If you've been walking 10,000 steps a day, you don't need to get that. Cut that almost in half. Get 40% lazier, and you will live longer.
The question is, does it roll over? All the
Oh.
oversteps. Can they count that?
Yeah, I think they can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
There
I
you
think
go.
they do catch. a
I finished
rollover.
second in our step challenge for the Coyotes organization. So of all the employees, I finished second We had a 19-day thing, and I think I was like at 250,000 steps.
250. Now I'm concerned for your health. You need
We
to
were
start smoking weed
averaging
and
like
start doing
20,000
less.
a day.
Yeah, that's too much. You're walking.
I
too
realize
much.
that now, but I got AirPods, so
And I seen those like 7-inch heels that you rock while working.
You
That's a lot
hear
of
them.
steps. You
you can hear them, you see them.
If you don't have bunions yet,
I don't.
You will. Get
No
ready.
chance.
Get ready.
So my beef tip to you is to walk less for a longer life. I mean, sure, you may be fatter, but you'll live longer, and that'll be good.
Hey.
All right, so that's all the time we have for the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/beefvegan. Tomorrow morning, we'll give away another pair of tickets for Incubus. Riley's up next. She has tickets to give away. Enjoy the rest of your St. Patrick's Day. Happy
St.
Irish
Patty's Day.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When
Look at this smile. You see
upon a side of beef,
Genetics.
No braces.
you will
Straight
come
genetics.
and end to
That's a
all
natural
your
smile.
grief.
With all that corned beef.
But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will
Can't
knock
pay
out
me.
all your teeth.
What happened?